What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. And yeah, we're gonna be reacting to Omi and the Hellcat. My friend actually put me on to it. You know what I'm saying? Philly boys be wanting Hellcats and stuff like that. And I'll be in the cars too. I don't really watch American YouTuber car enthusiasts, you know what I'm saying? I'll be watching like JDM, European, German cars, that type of content on YouTube. Told me, do I watch Omi and the Hellcat? I was like, no. At the time, we was in 9th grade. This was before he was getting charged with stuff. Yeah, we gonna get straight into this thing, man. Let's get to it.
On May 16th, 2019, YouTuber Omi and a Hellcat uploaded his first video titled Payday at Reloaded Construction. The vlog ends with a very deep message.
Always remember, live life the way you will want to live it.
Type shit.
You only get one chance at this, one shot at life. One chance, one shot, that's it. Any mistake that you make, it's done.
You're done.
Done.
Little did Omi know, starting this YouTube channel could have been the one mistake that would ultimately land him in federal prison.
Alright, this is where I was reading it. During the sentence, Judge Hardy delivered ruling 30 million!
That very first video that Omi posted got 60,000 views in the first 3 days.
That's cap.
The video shows Omar stepping out of his mansion, walking down his long driveway. 3 days. The video shows Omar
a Rolls Royce
stepping out of his
Hellcat,
mansion,
Hellcat
down his long driveway with more than 15 all-white cars parked in it, and telling the viewers about his entrepreneurial endeavors. From there, he drives to his first nightclub that he owns, where they are doing renovations. Then he goes to his second nightclub, where they just made the final touches before opening. Omi continued to post vlogs that started with motivational messages about life.
You have one thing, an advantage over a lot of people.
Good lord, look at that thick-ass chain he got on. Omi in the Hellcat. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, for what he did, how he got the money was not the smartest, but I mean, I guess we're gonna see if all his businesses were actually legit in nature. So
People, you're free, you're young, and you're healthy. No excuses. Stop trying to keep up with everybody. Stop going out buying Balenciaga.
Typically, the middle of his videos would be him tending to his businesses, buying expensive clothes, jewelry, new cars.
Wait, did he just predict the future, bro? In 2023, after COVID, bro, all the top tier scammers, all they buy is Balenciaga, bro. You know somebody's scamming when they got on the black Balenciagas with the little variation, the purple and green hues of lights on their shoes, bro. That's how you know, bro. 2023, bro. I'm talking about, bro. It's people in my high school that I went to high school with, right? When we was in high school, I'm talking about this year, and 11th grade, niggas had on Balenciagas, bro. We're all 17, 16 with Balenciagas. Come on, bro. How you get them Balenciagas, bro? Stop capping, bro. Omi and Hellcat just predict the future, bro. Pre-future dick, bro. Pre-future dick, bro. Nah, that's insane, bro.
Continued to post vlogs that started with motivational messages about life.
In high school, niggas had
an
Balenciagas.
advantage over a lot of people. You're free, you're young, and you're healthy. No excuses.
Okay.
Stop trying to keep up with everybody. Stop going out buying Balenciaga.
Typically, the middle of his videos would be him tending to his businesses, buying expensive clothes, jewelry, new cars, vintage cars, tour buses, and even houses. For a wildly successful man, he was...
You know, this is very similar to him. Sorry for pausing, but if y'all know who Mr. Organic does the same type of, I guess, content, but he not as into cars as Omi and Hellcat
relatable, down to earth, and kind. Far from the narcissistic rich assholes we typically see on the internet.
I'm surprised that shit
Within
is
2 months, he reached 100,000 subscribers. By the end of summer 2019, he had 300,000 subscribers.
300?
But every time he was asked about how he obtained his wealth, his answers were extremely vague.
What do I do for a living? Started off as an app
coding,
developer.
bro.
Started as an app developer.
By the way, drink water. But as Omi spent more time showcasing his lifestyle on the internet and being more open about how he made his money, he caught the attention of the FBI.
Shit.
And on November 20th, 2019,
Toyota Supra? What?
just 6 months after his first video,
Omi and Hellcat says he's been investigated for tax evasion and money laundering. A popular YouTuber says the FBI took everything during a recent raid. This is when it was.
His home.
Yup, 2021, bro. 9th grade, bro. This is when it was, bro. This is exactly when it was. because that's when COVID was about to hit.
This case file shows 88 lines of personal property that the federal government...
Shit! What's this? This is all his cars? Holy. Nigga got 88. Are you serious right now? I can't even get 2. Wow.
Seized from Omi. Over the next couple of months, the FBI confiscated $5,875,000.
5 bands!
58 vehicles, including a 2020,875 Omi. Over the next couple of months, the FBI confiscated $5,875,000, 58 vehicles.
58 vehicles! He can't even fit on a Suzuki motorcycle. What are they talking about? He did not have a Suzuki motorcycle, bro. It's no way. Lamborghini Huracan, Lamborghini Aventador, Mercedes-Benz GLE Class, Utility, AMG Sports Coupe, Trackhawk, Mustang, Dodge, Chevrolet, Tahoe, Honda Civic, Jeep, Yamaha, Suzuki, Dodge Durango, Chevrolet Camaro, Suzuki, Lamborghini Huracan, Dodge Commercial Pro, Jeep Wrangler. Oh my goodness, man, this man was living lavish.
Including
he was buying everything but a fucking right meal plan for his goddamn weight,
Lamborghini Huracan, a 2019 Lamborghini Aventador, and a 2019 Audi A7. They also took 21 properties, including buildings in downtown Philadelphia.
This man owned 21 properties, bro. I don't even own one.
And mansions in the suburbs.
How do I get up,
you would think
bro?
That in
what
a
did he do?
As
Tell
serious
me.
as this, Omi would keep quiet. But as soon as this happened, he went live on YouTube to tell his fans about the raid.
Heard about this
At first, he thought the feds were after him for tax evasion, which was partially true, and Omi claimed that he was innocent. But it wasn't just taxes that the feds were worried about.
Bro, when I tell you they took everything, they took every SD card, every camera.
Damn.
Every television in my house. Houses, IPTV is a gray area. You know, the Copyright Act hasn't been updated since the 1960s. And you know, I hit a fucking gray area and exploited it, and they just didn't like it.
Omi thought he had found a loophole in the U.S. copyright
of the United States Title 17 related laws contained in Title 17 of the United States. This public contains. I'm not reading this. The United States copy law is contained in chapters 1 through 8 and 10 through 12 of Title 17 of the United States Code. The copyright of 1976 provides. God damn, that's a long time ago. Was that 2 years before Duke was born? Which provides the basic framework for the current copyright law. I'm not. Come on, man. They better explain this shit.
Was exploiting it. Now, if at this point you're feeling extremely confused as to how this guy even got into this situation in the first place, this is exactly how his hundreds of thousands of fans felt. Ironically, this is exactly how his hundreds...
I do construction concrete YouTube on the side. Any advice? This nigga was not doing that, bro. Does he look like he was outside with them dogs, bro?
Hundreds of thousands of fans felt. Ironically, once the feds raided him, that's when Omi started opening up about exactly how he made his fortune.
Yo, get off the screen, bro.
Shopify store. And that's from only 381 orders.
He's a scammer too.
But first, a word from today's sponsor.
No, sir.
One of its perfect century. Very cool. Link in the description. CC2 large scale in a Hellcat whose real checkout, or go to bespokepost.com/PatrickCC20. Omi in a Hellcat whose real name is Bill Omar Carrasquillo.
Bill. I'm sorry. That's my fault. I'm sorry. Bill's a great name.
CC20. Omi in a Hellcat, whose real name is Bill Omar Carrasquillo, operated a large-scale Internet Protocol Television, or IPTV, piracy scheme in which they fraudulently obtained cable television accounts and then resold copyrighted content to thousands.
Okay, see, that's the problem. See, me personally, if I was the federal industry, right, I wouldn't really mind if he did this, but the fact that he had to go into like accounts for it is kind of like crazy. You feel me? Because like I paid for it, unless you like, you feel me?
Thousands of their own
I'm just saying that's
subscribers
kind of
who
crazy.
could then stream or play back content. This piracy scheme all started on Kodi. Kodi is essentially just a media player that's available on any device. People use Kodi to watch videos, podcasts, movies, play games, listen to music, etc. However, Kodi doesn't make its own content. It's an open source streaming platform that anyone can make apps on.
Okay, so
because of
anybody could
this,
just-
it's mostly known for people who watch pirated or stolen content. Most people used Kodi on Amazon Fire Sticks. They would go on the Kodi app, install all their favorite networks, and stream content for free. But it's not that easy. A lot of these add-ons can be riddled with malware or just end up being bogus apps that don't work or stream low-quality content, which leads to people Googling things like best Kodi add-ons for free and searching through blogs to find out what apps are the most trusted, like The Crew
But
or
how did he
Daddy
make money
Live.
from this, though?
Not only does researching and installing these apps take a little bit of technical skill, it also is just a lot of work. Around
Jailbreaking.
2016, Omi was exposed to this and saw a huge opportunity. Omi would buy Amazon Fire Sticks for $40, jailbreak them,
Come
or install all the
on!
best and most trusted apps onto Kodi, then
And
resell
sell
them
them.
for about $120 to $150 to his customers.
And that got him 30 million? There's no way that got him 30 bands.
Essentially
way.
giving customers cable TV for a one-time fee. The reason we know this is because he had no problem telling people his scheme.
And back when Kodi was popping, you know what I'm saying, I was one of the first ones doing Kodi sticks. And that's how I started making a lot of money. Buying these boxes from Amazon already preloaded and just reselling them for more money. I'll buy them for $50, sell them for $120, $150. Now I was selling thousands of Fire Sticks.
Damn.
I'm talking about a lot of Fire Sticks.
In 2016, Omi said that he made
Thousands. How much is that? 120 times 1,000. Ziggy, what's 120 times 1,000?
120 times 1,000 is 120,000.
God.
made $1 million flipping Fire Sticks.
God!
That gave him enough money to fund his
Ziggy, what's 1 million divided by 150?
1 million divided by 150 is approximately 6,666.6667.
Hold on now. Don't bring the devil in this household. Mama don't play that. But good lord, that's a lot of fucking Fire Sticks. Holy, he must have had a fucking program just...
next piracy venture, which would make him tens of millions of dollars. By this point, Omar was kind of a regular in the online piracy community, which is surprisingly large.
I was a negative person in Kodi because I was like a wrestler. There was good guys and there were bad guys. I was the bad guy because that's how I got people's attention.
He was known by the username Target in 1080p. His YouTube channel was originally named Target in 1080p and featured videos of him discussing things in the IPTV space. One particular man named Dexter took a liking to him. Dexter was a developer and Omi was the financial backbone. Together, they made an app for Kodi called Gears TV, which was inspired by his favorite video game, Gears of War. Gears TV was Omi's all-in-one digital content package with some of your favorite shows like Game of Thrones, Better Call Saul, Twin Peaks, all of the major networks like ABC, ESPN, and Fox, channels that are only shown in the UK and Canada, and even more premium packages like NFL Sunday Ticket. Gears TV provided all of that content in 1080p resolution for as low as $15 per month. If someone were to pay for regular cable, it could cost them anywhere from $60 to $200 per month. But how was he able to do this? Essentially what Omi did was purchase cable subscriptions
Wait, didn't he say that to Balenciaga?
per month. But how was he able to do this? Essentially what Omi did was purchase cable subscriptions from Comcast, Spectrum, Verizon, DirecTV, and Frontier Communications. These cable subscriptions come with a box that contains encrypted media. Omi purchased decoders from China to remove the encryption, then capture cards to download the content and send it to a server where it would be redistributed over the internet to his subscribers. Gears TV was cheap and provided way more value and content than any cable company could ever compete with, and word spreads fast in the IPTV community. Omi went from making $5,000 per week to $400,000 per week.
$400 per week? Nah, it's no way. Like, bro, I'm not even touching, like... I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired of this. I see why. I see why people do this, bro. I see exactly why people do this type of stuff, bro. 400...
in just a few months. The indictment claims that in total, the defendants received more than $30 million in subscriber fees. Omi said he was still living in the hood of Philly at this point, and nobody knew the kind of money he was raking in. His first purchase was a 2016 Camaro SS 50th Edition, his dream car. Keep in mind, Gears TV was no small operation. They had large servers, customer service representatives, and the government did have their eye on these schemes. As it got more popular, the monthly price increased,
so he wasn't getting a whole
customers as their $15 per month turned into $20, then $30, then $40, getting closer and closer to regular cable prices. Omi sold his app to a private investment company in 2018 for a whopping $40 million. This was perhaps his most genius move, because not too long after, Gears TV shut down. But it did not stop there.
Come on, bro. That was smart. That was smart. I would have stopped right there, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Omi used his large payout and expertise to build a new and improved app called Reloaded TV. This was everything Gears was and more, with a way better interface and higher quality content. Reloaded very quickly became one of the biggest apps in the IPTV space because of its great user interface and reliability. It's unclear what exactly happened to Reloaded TV. It seems like it wasn't around for very long, because in 2019 Omar abandoned the Target in 1080p name and changed it to Omi in a Hellcat, and he stopped talking about the IPTV space as a whole. He claimed he knew the industry was dying and the feds were cracking down on other apps similar to Reloaded. Now, is it possible that Omi's YouTube channel alerted the FBI? Not necessarily, but it didn't help his case. Anyone who is in the business of distributing media knows there are others trying to steal it, but Omi's YouTube channel promoting his own brand and attaching a face to the scheme just made it that much easier to identify the perpetrator. Bragging and flaunting his wealth could have pissed off authorities, and yeah, they're human. Maybe they did want to put him in his place a little bit. Maybe they were harsher on him than others to make an example out of him. In one vlog, Omi found out that federal agents boarded his flight to the Dominican Republic to make sure he wasn't trying to flee the country. But you have to remember that all of the information I just gave you, his audience didn't know about. They had no idea why the FBI. You have to remember his flight.
Hold on, is that him? Is that him right there? He's looking a little suspicious.
In one vlog.
Come on, bro. Fake earbuds in, bro. Come on, that's not real.
Omi found out that federal agents boarded his flight to the Dominican Republic to make sure he wasn't trying to flee the country. But you have to remember that all of the information I just gave you, his audience didn't know about. They had no idea why the FBI was after him. They just knew Omi had to restart his life.
Please continue to support this channel. I'm gonna stay strong. I'm gonna try to beat this shit. They broke me. They broke me.
Bro saying he's going to... Bro. He's saying he try to beat it like he's the victim here. Like, bro, you just won. You just didn't know how to keep winning. You feel me?
The strongest people I know, which is me. They broke me, but no one got me to this position. Only but me. Start taking responsibility for your actions.
Omi's YouTube channel after the raid became dedicated to him trying to regain his wealth, start new businesses, buy more cars, all while the feds were watching him. He started a printing company /
Why is he if he knew this, why would he continue to showcase it? Like, he just gonna
merch brand under the name Reloaded, where he made and sold all different types of clothing out of a room in his house. Keep in mind, he had his construction business and various other side hustles that kept him paid. Plus, it's not like the feds emptied his bank accounts entirely. Omi kept saying he was broke, but his version of broke is going from tens of millions to maybe just a few millions. But it wouldn't be long before the FBI came back.
The whole FBI situation, it seems like they're trying to tack on money laundering charges, tax evasion charges.
From 2016 to 2018, when Omi made tens of millions of dollars, he admits that he did not pay his taxes. However, he had a reason. He claims that the accountant he hired told him that she was CPA certified when she wasn't, and that she never paid his taxes the right way, but he was more than willing to pay the millions he owed. However, once he finally got together the money to pay his taxes, it was stolen from him. He posted a video titled, "I Got Robbed for $1 Million," in which he claims that he took $920,000 out of the bank in cash to give to his accountant. He left for Dallas for 2 days, and while he was gone, someone cut the power off from his house and stole the cash, some electronics, and his girlfriend's purses. The funny part is, a lot of his own fans were suspicious. It seemed like Omi was trying to stash $1 million and throw off the feds by setting up a robbery. Sorry IRS, I can't pay my taxes because somebody stole my money and here's my YouTube video to prove it. Plus you have to think, why would anyone bother stealing Xboxes and TVs when you have $1 million cash?
That don't make no sense,
Conveniently,
bro.
this video was posted on the same day that Omi released his very first sneaker, the Omi Zeros, which was just a Nike Jordan 1 silhouette that replaced the swoosh with a light.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like too obvious of what it actually is, but like these are not that bad, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. Why does everything that's fake have the fucking thunderbolt, the little lightning bolt, bro?
Bolt. He even took the Air Jordan branding and replaced it with Air Omi. Now, taking the Nike silhouette for a shoe brand isn't something new. It was a really hot trend for the past few years. I even bought myself a pair. Omi would slap the word Reloaded on a popular team's logo, or really any iconic brand trade dress.
Smart,
it's pretty clear that Omi's specialty is copyright infringement. Building an original brand is way too much work and too risky. However, things got really bad for Omi in September of 2021 when he was formally indicted with criminal copyright infringement, wire fraud, money laundering, and several other crimes. The feds came back once again and raided his
FBI arrests YouTuber accused of multi-million-dollar piracy scheme.
house.
Bro, they need to start hiring people like this, because obviously he's smart enough to crack y'all code.
Second time. This time, he made much bigger headlines and was even interviewed on the news.
Just to be crystal clear, the indictment that came down today, you're saying you're completely innocent of those?
Not completely innocent would be a false statement. Now, ignorance is no excuse for the law.
Again, you'd imagine someone would be quiet during this instance, or at the very least have their lawyer speak for them, but Omi was still convinced that he exploited the system. Omi's whole life at this point was dedicated to fighting this case. He barely uploaded YouTube videos, maybe once a month, and when he did, you could just tell this man's spirit was broken. But after months of deliberation from his legal counsel, Omi pleaded guilty in February of 2022.
I'm letting you guys know that I'm pleading guilty. Long talks with my attorney, and it's the best option, you know. Ignorance is no excuse, like I've always said, and it's to me it's about.
Bruh, can you imagine, imagine you found a way to make bread, not like 10,000, bro. That's so insane. Like not even $1,000 in one day. 400 bands in 1 week. 400 bands in 1 week. And you end up making $30 million, bro. And that's not even all of it. Bro, your life has become something entirely different, bro. You own cars, property, you getting clout because before when you was doing it, nobody knew you. But now everybody knows you and they know you for something that you specifically want to show them. Cars, bro. You can material stuff. That's your life for the next couple years or couple months, however long this lasted. It must have been a couple years, close to a couple months. But that's your life, bro. And then to have to go through everything and find out that you can't do nothing about it and you're done. You're cooked. You're ultimately just straight cooked. Now everybody know what you did, how you did it, and that you're cooked. That's insane. Me personally, I couldn't do something like that, bro. I would just have way too much pride to just
accepting responsibility.
He's stronger than I am, bro.
Now he was going to serve some time in prison. 3 U.S. government attorneys say that Omar, aka Omi in a Hellcat, should serve 15 years and 8 months in prison for crimes related to his pirate IPTV service, Gears TV. So he spent all of his time grinding to get his business affairs in order so his family can survive while he is away. But on March 7th, 2023, Omi finally met his fate.
March 7th.
United States District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania, Judge Harvey Bartle III acknowledged that the advisory guidelines of 24 years would be highly unusual for a copyright matter, and therefore decided that 66 months would be enough to punish Omar and
What? Six months?
send a deterrent message to any of his followers considering the same type of behavior. On top of
wait, no. He talking about
a deterrent message decided that 66 months would be enough to punish Omar and send a deterrent message to any of his followers considering the same type of behavior.
So
on top of the
66 months in jail and that's it?
5.5 years in prison, Omar got 5 years of supervised release. He had to forfeit $30 million worth of assets, which was mostly vehicles and properties. And he had to pay more than $16 million in restitution, $10 million to the cable companies and $5 million to the IRS. But surprisingly, Omi was happy with this outcome.
You could
be, bro. Keep it a buck. He's not lying, bro. Because I'm thinking like 15 years, but they say he got 6 or 5. Either one of those is absolutely phenomenally, outrageously better than 15 years in prison, bro, for making 30 bands, bro. Probably more than that for making 30 bands and only getting 5 years, bro. Bro, no, I'm not doing it, bro. But still, like, that's actually insane. Because, like, scamming can get you 20 years in prison off the rip. But this, for all he did, bro, the YouTube helped, bro. The YouTube channel helped, bro. Me personally, I would have stayed with the motivation, bro. Stay with the grind and stuff, bro. I would have, bro. 5 years is actually crazy, though.
Could have gave me 15 years if he wanted to.
That's insane.
He really could have. He really could have. He could have gave me 15 years, and I guess no one would have questioned him on it. And to the fact that he gave me another chance with my kids, like I said, man, I'm always going to have that man in the back of my mind.
Throughout this entire time, Omi's supporters have had his back, and a lot of them don't look at him as a scammer.
What the hell? I've been watching you since YouTube started. Like I said, you're a huge inspiration. I hope you goes quick on me. We will see you again in 2025, bro. He only got 2 years left, bro. He cooling.
Nor a fraudster, probably because most people don't have sympathy for billion-dollar corporations. Omi was stealing from corporations and giving their product to regular people for a fair price.
Bro should have called himself Robin Hood, bro.
He came from nothing in the streets of Philadelphia and built an empire.
My fault. Let me play that back real quick.
$5 million to the IRS. But surprisingly, Omi was happy with this outcome.
He really could have.
He had to forfeit $30 million. But surprisingly, Omi was happy with this outcome.
He could have gave me 15 years if he wanted to. He really could have. He really could have. He could have gave me 15 years, and I guess no one would have questioned him on it. And to the fact that he gave me another chance with my kids, like I said, man, I'm always going to have that man in the back of my mind.
Throughout this entire time, Omi's supporters have had his back, and a lot of them don't look at him as a scammer nor a fraudster, probably because most people don't have sympathy for billion-dollar corporations. Omi was stealing from corporations and giving their product to regular people for a fair price. He came from nothing in the streets of Philadelphia and built an empire. However, that empire wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for the people who created the demand in the first place. Omi knows what he did was wrong, and he has accepted that he needs to do the time to pay for what he did. Just a few weeks ago, he surrendered himself into prison. If we have any faith in the justice system, we just have to hope that Omi comes out a better and changed man.
Are you interested in starting your own?
Barely. You know, it's not going to be like that, so...